guys, it's Palomino here. We're in the 2006 GT today. I got to go by and got to stop by first and get some gas in it. Got the gas light on, but after that I'm heading to have the inspection done. So we're on a little bit of a road trip today. Having some cold nights and stuff, getting down in the 20s, and today it warmed up to about 60 degrees, about the warmest day we've had in a while. Thought it'd be a good day to take the GT out and go and get this inspection done and have a little time on the road. Station. Hopefully the pump's open. This gas station has a tendency to be really busy. We'll see. Alright, we'll get out here and pump some gas. Back in a minute. Alright guys, we're back out onto the, kind of heading out into the country now on our way to get the GT inspected. Just got the gas and everything. Always takes longer than it really should have, you know. Why these stations are busy and pumps being slow and everything like that. But thought I'd take a little bit of time today to talk about the 2018 Mustang, you know, Mustang GT, and you know, that's kind of the latest news that's out. Everybody's kind of talking about either they love it or they hate it kind of thing. I'll say for me, I like everything about it, except for the lower front bumper. You know, it kind of is the hardest thing to get used to, and I think for a lot of other people it's kind of that as well, because you know, most everything else on the car, you know, there's some changes. But you know, like the tail lights and the back bumper, I think are easier to light quicker for a person to adjust to than say, you know, like the front end where it's more of a drastic change. The headlights don't bother me quite as bad, but you know, the lower front bumper is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit hard to get used to. I mean, that's just me being perfectly honest about it. I'm not going to say I absolutely hate it, but I actually prefer the 2015 through 17 S550 front end better. And one thing I think that would have helped with the 2018 GT, you know, or Mustangs, is if they had actually put the fog lights, you know, I know it's got fog lights built into the turn signal, but for me, I think it looks better on the car to actually have a designated location for the fog lights, much like the 2015 through 17 models had. And just like all other Mustangs have always had a designated location for the fog lights. You know, just like my 2006 GT here, you know, it has the fog lights in the grill, the large fog lights, and then, you know, like the GT500s, Shelby's, you know, had the lower fog lights mounted in the lower part of the bumper, and the Cobra Mustangs, you know, much the same way, as well as the earlier GTs 04, you know, through the early to mid 90s models. So I mean, you know, for me, I think it would have been better. It would have made it look better if they had done that. But you know, for some reason or another, they chose the design they did. Me personally, I think, you know, that would probably be one thing I would want to change on the car. I don't know what options the aftermarket has right now as far as you know, changing that, but I'm sure probably as time goes along there'll be more and more options available for the to change that front bumper clip around. But I think, you know, like if I was going to get an S550 GT, I think right now I would probably be looking for a, you know, 2015 through 17. Now, what is nice about the 2018 is, you know, they made the improvements in terms of, you know, power and torque to the 5-liter engine. They got indirect and direct injection on the engine now. And a lot of people, you know, don't realize that part of the reason why Ford has started doing the indirect injection along with direct injection is that, you know, with direct injection, a lot of times you have a lot of carbon buildup on the valves and stuff. And that's because direct injection does not, you know, it doesn't dispense any fuel on the valves, and all these additives and stuff that they put in gasoline to clean carbon deposits and things like that, it's not reaching the valve. So with direct injection, you have no fuel touching those valves and cleaning them like you do in an indirect gasoline engine, direct injection. But so that's why they've introduced that low pressure indirect injection along with the direct injection, is mainly for the purpose of keeping those valves and stuff in the intake and all clean, you know, by allowing that fuel to come in contact with those components just like it always has, you know, in years past. So that's you know, that's the reason for that. And, you know, I'm sure there's some other little benefits about it as well, you know, but that's one of the main things, because, you know, problems that have experienced with direct injection automakers have had in the past, and it's not just Ford, is the carbon buildup that comes from having solely direct injected gasoline engine. So, you know, that's one of the changes, you know, and I know the GT, they're offering a performance pack 1, stage 1, level 1, whatever you want to call it, and a level 2. So that's nice, you know, that's definitely a benefit there. You know, the Magna-Ride suspension that they're offering on them now as an option is nice as well. I personally have not seen a 2018 on the road yet. Seen some stuff on the internet about, you know, some people who have them and who had special ordered them and stuff like that, and so they're, you know, I'm sure they're probably out there, but they're not as plentiful right now as 2015 through 17 models, at least not in my area anyway. But I think from a driving driving standpoint, based on everything that I've heard people say, they like how they ride. They like the Magna Ride suspension. They like the power improvement can be felt, in the seat of the pants kind of thing. And they're turning some impressive times over at the drag strip and stuff like that as well. I also heard that based on the dyno numbers at the rear wheels, a lot of people are thinking that the power numbers from Ford are a bit conservative. I think they're rating it, Ford is saying 460 horsepower, but I think some people have actually estimated that to be closer to maybe 490, judging by what, the percentage lost at the rear wheels versus the flywheel. Was one article I read, so that's always a good thing, because Ford has done that a lot ever since the 60s. They've done that as far as down rating their horsepower numbers on stuff. Has a lot to do, with insurance purposes, things like that, trying to keep insurance rates down. And as we all know how outrageous insurance is. It's a racket. And they pay all that money, and then when you need them for something, they ain't there to help you. But yeah, that's my initial, I guess, thoughts. On the 2018 GT. Like I said, I don't have access to test drive one, so right now anyway. But just based off what I've read, heard other people say who have gotten theirs, and just me looking at the car and stuff, I do believe there's certain colors that help, with the front bumper. Obviously, I think the race red really is a really good looking color. It complements the car really well, and I haven't seen a whole lot of other colors. I've seen the Orange Fury, I think it's called. I think that's the name of it. I don't like that color. I'm not a fan of that. But I think I've seen a black one. It looked okay. But the hood vents, that was one other thing that they changed around from the GT. The hood vents, I haven't actually got a good look at them, in person. I've seen pictures of them and stuff like that, so it's kind of one of those things where they look okay in the picture. I'm not going to say that I like them as well as the 2015 through 17 models. I'd say I probably like those better. However, these do appear to be larger, so I'm guessing that they would allow for more heat to escape, more airflow to pass through them. So I guess that's a benefit. But in terms of looks and all, I'd probably say I prefer the look of the heat extractor vents on the 2015 through 17 cars, actually. But just doing a little bit of driving out here in the country with the GT here. Just stretch his legs a little bit. day to get out and drive, you know, good temperature and everything. All the sunshine and all. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I know it wasn't, most of you don't think that's anything exciting, me going to get an inspection done, but stuff's got to be done, and got a little bit of driving in, you know, it's fun to me because I got to go out and drive, so that's all that matters. But anyway, go on and drop a like and comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. With